like I'm a spaz. I don't know how to intro this. So maybe I will do that later. Hello and welcome to my Get to Know Me series where you learn 30 facts about me in my attempt to tell you a little bit more about myself other than what you've seen so far. Alright, so here are 30 facts about me that you probably didn't know. Let's face it, you don't know really any of them because I haven't told you. My name is Sarah and I am 23. I tell people that I'm from the Philly area because they don't know the name of the town that I grew up in, and it's just easier to say Philly. And BTW, Philly is Philadelphia. I had somebody not know what that meant one time, so yeah. I have a BSW, which is Bachelor of Science in Social Work. I minored in psychology. I graduated a year ago, almost like to the day, possibly to the day when I get this up. And I graduated cum laude, or cum laude. I don't know how to speak Latin. As far as I know, people don't speak it anymore, but I apparently think they do. What you get for a college education. This is my main mode of transportation. It's true. I was born with spina bifida. I'm an athlete and basketball is my sport, although technically it's called wheelchair basketball, but to me it's just basketball. I've been to Canada 3 times. I've been to Windsor, Niagara Falls, and Toronto. I've been to the Canada side of Niagara Falls twice though. I bet you can figure that out. I went to Australia in 2007 when I was 17 for basketball, and I went to Windsor for sled hockey. It's freaking awesome. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder about 9 months ago. I've had anxiety problems my entire life and then later kind of developed into depression. I found out about being diagnosed with the major depression from good timing while looking at my psychiatrist's computer when she was typing something about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have found out that I was diagnosed with that. Made me kind of mad. I'm obsessed with YouTube. I will be able to drive my car in hopefully a couple of weeks because I'm getting hand controls on my car and I'm so freaking excited about it because I've been waiting for almost a year to get these bad boys and just I cried when I found out that a contract had been approved for these hand controls and a vendor because I've been waiting for almost a year. I live pretty much in the middle of nowhere on the outside of town, so it's hard to get around, especially in the winter. So my car's just been sitting in the driveway since June. I have a dog named Taz. You can see him in any one of these videos. And I got him with my ex-boyfriend, who I obviously am no longer with, and I got the dog. By the time I was 18, I'd been to about 30 states. It's a positive and negative of wheelchair basketball because there's so few teams in the country that you have to go all over to compete and everything, but it was awesome because I got to travel a lot and I got the travel bug and I just love traveling now. So I put the states into 3 categories: airports I've been to, states I've traveled, states I've driven through, and states that I've actually stayed in. And they all count. I don't care what you say, they all count. But I don't really count the airports, but I say I do. Inspiration porn pisses me off beyond belief. Do not call me an inspiration. Do not call anybody an inspiration who's in a wheelchair because you see them at the grocery store or you see them doing any damn regular thing that anybody can do on a regular basis. If they're doing something extraordinary, like making a difference, that's one thing. But driving a car and doing all that other crap that everybody else does is not an inspiration. I'm sorry. Can you tell I've been called an inspiration multiple times for dumb stuff? Watch this lady's video. She's a freaking genius. I read a lot, like a whole lot. This is my currently reading pile. And this is my immediate to be read pile. Oh, that's gonna fall. I'm extremely shy. If you see me in public, I will probably look like a huge bitch because I usually roll around with my eyes down and just pretty much try to avoid people because I'm so shy. I almost never wear makeup. It's half me being lazy and half me believing that natural beauty is better. Do not call me crippled. I've been told I look scary when I'm concentrating or bored, and I've also been told I look like Eeyore. I'm shorter than most of the people I know. I'm technically a midget. No, that doesn't mean I get double SSI. I already checked. I talk to the dogs way too much. My pinky is shorter than that joint right there. I've been told that's freakish. I have a board filling up with positive quotes to remind myself to stay positive. My channel says I'm a YouTube partner, but I'm not partnered with any company or getting paid. Yes, this is my natural hair color. I've gotten highlights twice, but that's it. And they were in 7th and 8th grade. I really want to become an advocate for mental health and disability awareness and help end the stigma of both of them. I really want to go to Paris, and I've wanted to do that ever since I was a little girl, and I was actually planning a trip this summer or this spring, but that didn't happen. I went through a period where I wanted to change my career, so I decided I wanted to be a doctor or a physician's assistant. I actually started out as a bio/pre-med major in college, but yeah, so I researched a lot of schools and what classes I would need, and I started teaching myself anatomy and physiology because people do that normally, don't they? Obviously, I didn't stick with that, although I do still like learning about that, but I chose to stick with a social worky type career. I also started teaching myself French in preparation for going to Paris. I'm about to show you how much of a dork I am. These are my French notes, and these are some anatomy and physiology notes. And these are some notes on grad schools for social work. I have a lot of time on my hands. Just thought of this. I also don't think that people should have to apologize for not looking perfect all the time. Alright, that's it for my Get to Know Me video today. I will be making more of these, so make sure to check back if you're interested. Bye! And I minored in sociology. I didn't minor in sociology. I'll be able... No! And this